family gets another beautiful day, loving every minute of it, giving thanks and praise to the Creator, whoever you might conceive him or her to be. Now, I was about to get the reset as always, but listen, I always like to keep you guys up to date what's going on. I can put some clips here, folks, to show that we have to stick together. We have to shop at our own black establishments and put the money in our own pockets, our own black business pockets, and stop shopping at those white establishments that don't like us. So, folks, these clips here should be a wake up call. Should be a wake up call for you guys to let you know. Listen, stop spending money where they don't like you. Hang on, folks.
The only thing we should be concerned about is our own business, our own black business. The Proud Boys and all these other white militias that are geared up for a race war and waiting for us to, I guess, step out so that they can be unleashed upon us. I'm going to tell you something. The only business we should be minding is our own. The only reason we should come out in droves, in numbers, and in our security detail is when they're harming our people. If they're not fucking with us, don't fuck with them. If they're not harming our people, leave these motherfuckers alone.
True that.
What y'all didn't know, and I tried to keep a lot of my shit under wraps, is I have about 250 brothers that are a part of my security force. But we need more. Brothers, step up. Step up. We need each other. Let's make this the biggest security force ever. Marcus Garvey amassed a 1 million black man army. Believe it or not, he did. Let's do the same. No nonsense, no bullshit. We are the watchmen, my brothers. We are the watchmen.
For each other.
Stand with us. Hit my inbox. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. Step forward, brothers. Step forward, please. We are definitely needed. You get number love over here with us. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. And you get protection. I call you my brothers because I'll never violate you. I call you my brothers because I'll never betray you. I'll never cross you. I'll never try to fuck your wife. I never try to do none of that shit. I got one of my own. And a lot of our people are afraid to trust each other because you've been screwed over by so many. We're not built that way. We're not built that way. We believe in loyalty. We believe in honor. We believe in respect for our own. And that's what I'm about. That's what me and my brothers are about. So, I'm not the leader of this security force, but you can call me that. But we're all leaders in our own right. We're all warriors. Arise, warrior. Let that motherfucker wake up in you. Let that animal out the cage in you. Let him out the cage.
I heard you, bro.
For a little while.
I heard you.
Stretch his legs. Let's get together and let's train. Let's put our money together and let's build. Let's put our minds together and let's motherfucking set everything on fire. Not literally, figuratively. You get my point. We're strongest together. We're powerful together, brothers. No one can stop us. No one can stop us.
No one.
I'm going to say it again. No one can stop us. You understand? And I need you to know it. I need you to know it. Share this message, share this video. It needs to reach damn near every black man, every black veteran out here. Share this. We are the watchmen, my brothers. Stand toe to toe with your brother. You got me, and I got your back. 100%. But if you're doing harm to our people, you're on your own. Period. The Italians were loyal to each other. And they dealt with bullshit that in their ranks between each other. Yeah, they were killing a lot of their own people. They were killing a lot of the people who were disloyal. They sure did. That's what loyalty is. You never go against your family. You never go against your own interest. I'm not going to say too much because I could. That's shame, my brothers. You know I'm here. I'll let you boy.
Later argument today is that DEI, or the opposition to DEI in government and the public sector, is rooted in racist ideologies. And I'm going to tell you why. Diversity, equity, and exclusion, or DEI programs, exist because of systemic racism, discrimination, and the exclusion that has historically shaped our society, especially in the public and government sectors. The idea that DEI is unnecessary or harmful is not even based on facts, but rather the desire to maintain the status quo, which disproportionately benefits white Americans over marginalized communities. Opposing DEI doesn't mean just going against a policy. It means going against correcting historical injustices, leveling the playing field, and creating fair opportunities for all.
But they don't want that.
And that stance,
They don't want that.
intentional or not, aligns with racist ideologies.
They don't want us to live on the same level as them.
DEI is that it exists to address systemic discrimination. DEI policies were created in response to real documented discrimination. I'm talking in hiring, promotion, education, and public programs.
True that.
Government agencies and public institutions have a long history in racial bias. From Jim Crow laws to redlining to racial disparities in policing and public funding.
True that.
If discrimination has historically favored white people, then removing DEI is a direct effort to keep that imbalance in place. Now, if you listen to the right, they'll say, oh, DEI is unnecessary because there's already laws in the books to prevent discrimination.
Yeah, right.
Having laws against discrimination does not mean discrimination stops happening.
Exactly.
That's like saying, you don't need police because laws already exist against crime. Another thing that bothers me about DEI is that DEI opponents use racist dog whistles. Anti-DEI arguments use coded language to disguise their racial bias. Terms like colorblind or merit-based and woke agenda are used to suggest that any focus on race is unfair, when in reality, the system was never fair to begin with. The Trump administration and far-right politicians target DEI because it challenges white supremacy in government institutions. If you dismantle DEI, what's left? A system that still favors white people while acting like race isn't a factor. That's textbook racism. Now, some folks from the far right in the Trump administration.
Okay, you heard that, folks. You know, you done know the deal already.
Remember when I told you that the black voices are important, and you know, until you miss some things, until when you know it's important, because I know for the longest time, when we talk about the black voices, look back at history, talk about the
We are starving the vampires. They continue to think that we are stupid, and so they underestimate us. But see, we know what their game plan is, and we have been reacting accordingly. And I love that. As a community, that entire vibe has spread throughout. And collectively, we are now giving them what they are craving. And it is really fucking them up. Think about it. 400 years of chattel slavery, where they legally could treat us worse than property, subjecting us to all kinds of sadistic and unspeakable treatment.
True that.
That instilled in their ancestors a hunger for that. And that has been passed down. Because after chattel slavery supposedly ended, then of course we had the domestic terror that they unleashed on us, the lynchings, the racialized violence, the destruction of our communities, like Black Wall Street, like Rosewood. And y'all think that that has just vanished? No, it was passed down to their children. And they still exhibit that hunger to this day. That's why Hollywood, when it comes to subjects about Black life, they really prefer to make Black trauma films and Black slave narratives. Because that's not for us, that's for them to sit and watch and get off on. But see, ever since the election, we have peeped their game. We're on to them. And we've always been so much wiser
and smarter,
intelligent that they gave us credit for.
True that.
Which just shows their stupidity and weakness. And so every other group that's been out protesting, because there have been protests, pro-Palestine, immigration, white women.
But not us. We
But
said
see,
fuck
we
it.
haven't been out there en masse.
We said fuck
That's
it.
what
Nope.
they wanted. So that law enforcement can unleash violence. Have you all noticed that with all these protests, the media coverage hasn't nearly been as extensive? The police response has been really mild. A few arrests.
Because they
but
have
it's
no
nothing.
blacks to kill.
And see, us not being out in the street really has thrown them for a loop. And so they said, okay, what we'll do is we will put out this headline that we're going to end the lease early on the Obama library that was moving this year anyway. And we're going to put the Freedom Rise Museum up for sale.
Who gives a shit?
We're going to pardon Derek Chauvin.
Who gives a shit?
Agent Orange pardoned the January 6th insurrectionists earlier in the year. They probably will say that they're going to cancel Juneteenth. All of this information was released about Dr. King's personal life.
To get our
And we have
reaction.
just been ignoring all that
To
bullshit.
get our reaction. Yep.
Minding our business, resting, planning. Because see, people confuse rest with being idle. The majority of us are not being idle at all. And what many of us have come to realize is that protesting.
All right, folks, you got it. You got it, folks.
Powers that be are trying so desperately to get a reaction out of black people, to get black people riled up, to make them angry. I'm sorry, but it is truly laughable because it's not working. It's like first they, want to get Derek Chauvin pardoned. We don't give a fuck. And then they make this big dramatic scene about tearing up the Black Lives Matter mural. And all I'm thinking to myself when I'm watching that is, that's a lot of fucking money. They could just paint it over. What they don't understand is when we say we're done, we're done. Like,
Fuck
none
it.
of that shit is moving us. We cannot be moved
Fuck
at
it.
this point. So, what y'all should be mad about is they wasting y'all fucking tax dollars to jackhammer that shit up when they could have just repainted it. We gonna be alright. Always have been, always will be.
Okay, family, you got it. We ain't give a shit. We not. No. We just killing. We just watching the game unfold as it really should. Because at the end of the game, we are going to win it. Like I keep saying over and over again, without black folks, nothing would move. If the black folks leave the planet will cease to exist. As simple and as complex as that. Peace out. Much love out here. Subscribe, share, like the video, thumbs up, leave a comment. Later, folks.